I'm going to get started. What I'm working on today is the dice bags that we embroidered last time. Sorry, getting stuff out. There we go. To mute that, I've got some lo-fi going on in the background that's hopefully royalty free, so we'll see how that goes. I won't have to be, keeping my ears out for profanity or anything like that I have to skip. So these bags should be finished today, and then I will package them up and all of that. Let me get them out. So what I have, this one is the flower, and I did end up ripping out the circle that we had sewn last time and putting in a new, slightly more pointed shape. I think it's just a little nicer because the circle would have had to have been really big to accommodate the leaf or get everything cut off, and I don't know, I like it. And then the little pointed tip points straight at the grommets, so when it's all scrunched up, it'll still look nice and shiny. And here is the dusk bag. It has this silver lame, which was actually much more difficult to work with than fabrics I've previously worked with, and I've worked with fabric like this before, so I don't know why this one was just being such a butt, but I think I may need to get a new needle. Either way, worked out. It's got all its stitching on it, nice shiny silver embroidery thread, and this one, because I wanted to keep the red and blue matching sides, the grommets are off to the side, so when it folds up, the tie will come out the side here. Let me flip the camera around. All right. See. How we're looking today. You know what? Hold on. I can figure this out. There we go. Wait for it to get in focus. It's really heavy when I do that. Sorry, I put the my little Bindi pop socket tripod away. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit. So now I have to figure out how to get it set up how I had it before. Anyway, I am going to start with the flower bag just because there's more to do on it than the other one. So that is the cord we will be using. And I have just a ton of charms for it. This person did contact me about ordering more charms than is typical. Let me try bringing this. I could just scoot in and just work up here. We'll see. I'd like to be able to see what you see. I'll eventually get the streaming stuff figured out. Anyway, this person did pay more money to be able to order more charms because what's included in my custom dice bags is 2 charms. So you could have like a different charm on each tie, or you could have a stone and then a charm, that sort of thing, for each tie. But they wanted 8 to represent the the characters in their party. So the bag is all about their character, and then the charms are for everybody else in the party, which I think is really neat. But they definitely, the charms cost quite a lot between the cost of the actual charm, and then like if I can't find it locally, if you want something specific, I'll need to order it online, and that's shipping from every store for each charm. So it adds up. I am trying to find more stuff locally. I do go to Joann's mostly, and that's because I know what's at Joann's. I worked at Joann's for quite a while, so I have an understanding of the system and I can find things really quickly. We have a couple different like local stone and like bead shops around here that I want to start going to more often. It just means when finding charms, I'll have to do like a day of scouting because I don't have room to just buy charms as I think they're neat. That is something I'd like to do one day, is have pre-made bags for sale that I just, when I find fabric I like and charms I like, I'll just make it up into a bag and then people can buy them. And I'll still have the custom ones, but they'll be a little different. I'm just feeding the cord through right now. Normally I put like, I have very tiny safety pin in to start feeding the cord through, but this one is thick enough and stiff enough with just tape on the end that I can do that without needing the safety pin, so I haven't bothered. This is a tedious process and it makes my hands cramp, is what it is. Also, if you know anyone is here, there's nobody here, but if anyone's watching this later and you notice that my oh gosh, what is it called? The category changed from just chatting to makers and crafting. Yeah, I didn't realize that makers and crafting was a category, and I was like, well, I don't think this is art because I'm not streaming like a live drawing. Even though I do consider what I do art, I just felt that category would be a little misleading. And then I was watching somebody else and I saw their categories makers and crafting, and I was like, oh, like that's what I'm looking for. This outside material, the holographic, is a stretch material, which is both making this threading process easier and more difficult, because on one hand the cord fits great, and that's not been a problem before, but it's not like a tight squeeze because it just stretches right around it. But on the other hand, I'm trying to shove it through and the stretchy material is like, yeah, we can just stretch to accommodate what your fingers are doing. I'm not sure whether after I get this corded I'm going to completely finish this bag and then start the other one, or if I'm going to like thread each bag and then put the charms on each bag. You know, what do I want to spend my time? How do I want to organize that? I know evenings would probably be more accessible for people to come and actually watch and hang out, but working in the evenings just doesn't work so well for me. I try to do my work in the morning and then I have the evenings free to actually do what I want, because I found if I wasn't doing that I either would stress out all morning while I was, you know, having fun playing video games or reading a book or whatever it was I was doing in the morning, I would be stressing about the work I had to do. And then there'd be days I just wouldn't get to work, or I would be so stressed about work that I'd start work in the morning and then I would skip meals and work all the way through until my partner got home and was like, have you eaten? And I would be like, no. And then they'd force me to stop and eat. Sometimes I'd eat at my desk while working. And it just wasn't healthy or productive. So I've tried a couple different schedules, and what works best for me is just working a set number of hours, and whatever I get done is what I get done in that time. And I'm trying not to like stress about everything, just knowing it will get done. And then I have the afternoon to kind of relax. So at least it's a weekend. So hopefully some people will eventually, you know, feel like they have the time to come hang out with me on Twitch. I'm not like, to be clear, I'm not upset that nobody's here. It's just fun to have people to chat to. And this is just a little experiment I'm trying. I, you know, see some of my fellow makers streaming on Twitch, and I'll pop in every once in a while and hang out while I work, and I'm like, hey, this is really nice. So figured, I'll give it a try. We also might eventually be gaming on Twitch under Z's channel, my partner. We've talked about that before, and we've done some like live streams on YouTube and stuff. And we tried to keep a schedule, but then there'd be a week when I was like, oh, I need to go to the doctor's or whatever, and we wouldn't be able to stream that day, and it would just throw the whole schedule off, and then we wouldn't do it the next week because it didn't happen last week, and eventually we'd get back into it and be like, oh yeah, we'll keep a schedule, and we didn't. So, you know, that's maybe someday we'll stream. And what's really complicating that right now, come on, there we go, is mostly we've been playing games on our Switch. Z has the docked one, and then I have a Switch Lite, so we can either share or we can play games together on our own consoles. But there's no way to stream directly from the Nintendo Switch. You have to, you know, go through a recording device and all that sort of stuff. And we have a recording device, but my computer just is at capacity and wouldn't be able to handle the stream, if that makes any sense. Like, it wouldn't be able to handle the capture card and the stream at the same time. It'd be too much data. So we've been looking into getting a gaming PC, but it's just so far down the list of things that we need to buy that we just can't justify spending money on it right now. Okay. So that is pretty much corded. It's ran all the way through, got just a little bit out either end. So what I'm going to start by doing is cutting off the tape here, capping this cord, and we'll go from there. I think that my caps are still in their box. Okay. Pull a little bit out here. Get those little guys in some resealable bags. Grab my bag of bags here. This little one is on my silver side. I'm gonna open up my whole packet of silver cord caps here, which are hopefully the right size. I did my best. I'm not sure if there are an assortment in here or if it's just my eyes deceiving me. Okay, I think they're all the same size. Already open. I need to get some even smaller bags for stuff like this, but I use these bags for everything. I use a lot of zip top bags in my crafting, and I know that's not entirely sustainable, but they pretty much get reused. So I use little bags like this for organization, for storing really small pieces of patterns like the eyes and stuff from my Kigus. I use larger bags for storing small fabric like cotton and stuff, and then I use the really big gallon bags for storing leftover fleece and things of that nature. So then when I'm out of one color of fleece in that big bag, it just gets relabeled and put on the next piece of fleece that I need a bag for. Did I keep one out? Why am I like this? I put them all away. I opened it, I dumped them in there. I didn't keep a cap out. There we go. I've also tried to put my lunch alarm onto my watch now instead of on my phone. So if it goes off while we're working, it won't interrupt the work. Oh, come on. I swear I bought you big enough for this. If you will not behave, I'll be forced to figure out something else, and I don't want to do that. Come on. It is having a real hard time of that. Yeah, that is not staying on. Just, yeah, these aren't all the same size. Let me see if I have any other cord caps. I could have sworn, I mean, I measured. Could do 2. See how 2 works out. It's so hard with things online. I mean, I measured the cord when I bought it. I got the caps the same size, and it's just not fitting. I also think this is 100% cotton cord, so it might burn instead of melt, but let's just see. Yeah. That was not worth it. All right. Let me get some glue. this stuff is still good. I use Fabri-Tac for most things, but my bottle's running really low. So I'm going to see if this liquid stitch is still viable. Ugh, it hates me. The bottle has glued itself shut because of course it has. All right. No, this one's really dead. Really dead. Okay. Wow. The most dead. Amazing amount of frustration. All of my glues are dead. Oh, Mod Podge. I'm gonna grab one of my glue brushes. All right, let that dry for a little bit. And I don't want to cut off the other side until I have kind of finished what this side is going to look like. So I'm going to set this whole slew of stuff aside. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Thank you for your service. To repackage all my little other colors. And then I will work on threading the dusk bag. Threading is not the right word there. Cording, tying off, I'm not really sure. All right, there's the bronze. Darker one. Nice bright gold. warmer gold. Okay. Oh, Mod Podge bottle. That aside. Okay. I'm just gonna bring this one down here. And I'm going to grab out this bag while we wait for that glue to dry. Go. Good. That is all one piece. Just checking. This one should melt. Okay. I see about teeny tiny. Not gonna fit today. Okay. I'll be doing it with the tape. Still makes it just stiff enough to give me something to grab onto. Bring it all down here again while I work. The first step is always just getting it in. Come on. This is why the stretchy material was both a blessing and a curse. There we go. This cord is much thinner and those caps will definitely go on it super easy. With ribbon, I like thread the charms through and then fold it over and sew it off. But with a round cord, it just doesn't lay nicely when you do that. And it's just not good. Hello! I see you in the chat. I'm working on dice bags. What you up to? Okay, I've come to the seam. I pressed it flat. Please let it go through easily. Oh, nice grad party. For a friend. Oh my gosh. Come on, buddy. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I have to like pick open the seam to see what's going on, and I really don't want to do that because I spent a long time getting that really nice and flat. Work with me here. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you dropping in, and congrats to your cousin. They graduating college or high school? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to do it. Oh, cool. Well, that must be a relief after the year we've had. See, I did such tiny stitches here. All right, come on. So I'll be hand closing this seam back up, which is why I don't like to rip it open. It'll let me see the cord to pass it through. Yep, and there it goes. Oh, that'll be nice. Having people you know around when you go to university. And also not being in high school anymore. Both of these are nice things. Getting closer. There are things I look back on in high school that I remember fondly, like I enjoyed my time on swim team. There were some good girls there. theater was fun. And of course, like, that's where I met Z, and there are people I'm still friends with from high school, you know, just my other gay homies. There are definitely things I didn't appreciate, like fighting the school board for the constitutional right to have a GSA. That was not my idea of a good time. Nice and flat. So I'll stitch that up after I've got all the charms and stuff put on here, because I don't want to accidentally stitch through the cord and then need more space and not be able to get it. Oh, gotta plug my phone in. I always think I have everything ready when I'm starting these streams, and then I forget really basic stuff like that. Sorry about the there. That is amazing. Our GSA never got off the ground. Like, so we wanted to have a GSA and went to like apply to the school clubs. Like, you have to turn in what is it and who's going to be involved, and like write the like constitution for the club and blah blah blah. And we did all that, and then the school board turned around, like the school turned around and said, no, you can't have a GSA. And we're like, well, yes, we can. Like, why can't we? That's discrimination. So then they tried to say you can't have any clubs that aren't directly related to a school activity, which was bullshit, and meant that like our, I've forgotten the name of it, but the club that does like all the charity stuff, that they wouldn't be allowed to be a club. And they said, absolutely not. And it went like to the school board, and it was in our like local newspaper and all that sort of stuff. And they finally said, yes, you can have a GSA. And I was like, great. And it was, you know, me and Z and like one of our friends. We went to the first meeting. We put up posters and we had it in the school announcement. And, absolutely nobody showed up. And after 3 weeks of apparently nobody else being interested other than like for the drama of it initially, we just gave up and we just never had a GSA. Like, we were allowed to have one, but nobody cared after that. All right. That cord cap is on. So now I'm going to pull this back through until it is just that part sticking out. Okay, oh, too far, a little too far, right there. You know, I should just attach the charm first. Woohoo! So it doesn't do that again. Okay, this is the fire, the red side, so got that little buddy. should have a jump ring somewhere. That is fantastic. Our GSA advisor, quote unquote, was the same person who was the advisor for the anime club, which basically just functioned as the GSA. And we actually like got club funds to go to the local convention. It was fantastic. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, come on. Just gonna have multiple rings because the ring on this charm is sealed very well shut, and I do not want to break it, so I'm just gonna have to take this out of camera view because I have to get this really close to my face now. Sorry everybody. Well, sorry Logan. See what I am doing. There we go. So that little charm is on. Now I'm just going to scooch. Scooch. I'm just like, which way do I scooch? There. Whoop. All right, themes and vibe for this one. This is the Dusk bag. And the character that it is for, that's their name. It's embroidered over here, and they have elemental like magic over fire and water, and their eyes will either be blue or red depending on what they're controlling, and when they're perfectly balanced, it's purple. So I did a little dusk embroidery, and then we have blue and purple and red and purple fabric, and then silver accents for all that, you know, a magic vibe. And then the little charms I got is a little fire charm and a little water charm, just somewhere. I said it out loud. Oh, it's still in its baggie in my little supplies box. Woo! Moment of panic there. So they've got the little like illustration of like fire and waves on the front, and then on the back they have the elemental symbol of fire and water. Yes. Yes, the fear was audible. These were not cheap charms, and this bag is due like at the end of the week according to Etsy, and I would not have time to reorder it if I lost the charm. Okay. Pull this out a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I know you're a team red, unless team red is losing, and then you're team blue. Come on. Team winner, yes. They only deserve your loyalty if they're winning, right? Alright. These better stay on. Figure out. Good. Should be laying the same way. Yeah, you really are. Whoop! Well, that didn't. I slipped. I'm gonna have to redo that. Excuse me. That's not what that's supposed to look like. I just wanted to make sure they were touching. New D-ring. I know I could probably get myself like a pair of like actual jewelry pliers. I opened this whole box upside down and now everything is everywhere. This is why I use baggies. I say this and I'm literally just gonna get one right now. I'm not dealing with that anymore. There are actual jewelry pliers that have like less force and more precision and all that sort of stuff, but I'm over here with the kit my dad bought me when I left the house so that I'd have tools of my own, and it's worked for me thus far. Like, it's fine, right? It's purple. I'm into it. Okay. Yes. Like, those tools might be good one day, but that's even farther down the line than getting a gaming PC. I think it's like in order: new apartment, hammock that suction cups to the window for the cat, and then I'd have to check in with Z whether it's the 3D printer or the gaming PC first, because they've wanted both for quite a while. Oh, and I need an airbrush. And I know a new pair of pliers costs less than all of those things, but finite resources. There we go. They're both on. Let me just make sure. It's about right. Yeah. There are some other things that we like need around the apartment, like new garbage cans, because you know the kitchen garbage can is in the bathroom because it's the only one that had a lid, and we don't want JoJo in the garbage can. So yeah, but that's not fun. Okay, now I need to re-sew up that little gap I made. It wouldn't come undone as is because it's stitched on either side where I broke in here, but it doesn't look nice, so I'm gonna fix it. She's a garbage cat. She knows what she's into. I love her. why we have like boxes everywhere. Every time I get a new package, she's like, it is mine. I don't fight it. Okay. This little threads inside. Time to do a ladder stitch. This is what I use for everything. So it closes it all up so nicely. Oh, come on. Ah. Let's get some light. It's like, why can't I see anything? She's a good kitty. She may scratch sometimes and get into things she's not supposed to, but she's a good kitty. She also comes running to the door when I get out of therapy and come home. She's like, "You're here!" And it makes everything better. You pull it tight, and there's a seam, and I just have to slip the knot in. Slip knot, sorry. Come on. One of you, there we are. This is way more thread than is necessary for closing up that gap, but I really didn't want to thread a new needle, so just using one from my existing pile. Oh, come on. Yes. I think you'd get along really well with a cat. Like, she's independent enough that she doesn't need me to walk her and things, but she's cuddly enough that she will meow at the door until we let her inside because she doesn't want to sleep alone. Okay. Oy. Right. I forgot to hit start on my timer. Well, I'll be pretending I know how long I worked on this bag. I could go back and watch the timestamps on stream, I guess. Okay. Yeah, no, my whole family and myself is allergic. And I'm just dealing with it. And as of right now, it's not like they can visit anyway, so sometime. So this bag is actually done. I'm gonna set it aside. No! Okay. Good news is it didn't break. Bad news is I thought I'd closed that ring enough that that couldn't happen. But this is why I squished it last time. Whoop. Oh dear. Just stay together. I don't unfortunately own a way to, maybe I should put soldering gun on that list. Okay, looks secure. to this dude. It's been sitting under the desk. All right. That's had enough time to harden and dry now. Let's see if it will behave itself. I glued the end of this so it would stop unraveling. And see how it goes. Seriously, I think 2 is gonna have to be involved. I'm just gonna start with this one. Nope. I needed to get bigger ribbon ends, but I don't have bigger ribbon ends. And these ones should have been big enough. And I don't understand when I measure things why they don't work. This is why I bought these, like for this bag specifically. I do not want to have to try to find more. Yeah, this isn't working. Well, no. I say no and then I just keep doing it, like eventually it's gonna be fine if I just do it long enough. I just don't trust that. You know, I haven't made any dice in a really long time, and that may be something I will do again in the future, but it's, you know, resin is really neat, and I wanted to learn how to work with it, but there are definitely things that you need to do resin well, like a pressure pot is really helpful, and a tumbler for sanding, and all this sort of stuff that I just don't have space for. And the problem became, this one did okay, so I'm just gonna get a second one and see if I can cap it again. And when I would work on resin, you know, it takes like 24 hours to dry, and I only have the one desk, so I couldn't work on anything else while it was drying. It just became a whole issue. So at the very least, no, not right now. Resin just doesn't look to be in the cards for me right now. I've gotten it flattened out. That's a maybe. I don't like how muddy that got. So it's secure, but I just don't think it looks nice. Yes. A lot of like the dice makers that I follow and really love, like they started out just really basic with just, you know, the essentials. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm spending so much time sanding, and got a polisher. And it's just a process as they went, which I absolutely respect, and do some really cool work. But it's like, yeah, I've seen them be able to double production after having the equipment, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. I'm gonna dive into my box of supplies. See if I have anything else in here that might work today. I could have sworn I had other ribbon ends. Aha! Ugh. More boxes after getting a bigger apartment is jumping to first on the list here. You want to just all pour and you just come sand stuff? Okay. So I have these guys, which I got for a completely different reason, but I think I have a plan. I'm trying to think of 2 different ways this could go. I think it's gonna go the I cut them way. I will think about that. Just send you stuff after it's cured and be like, here, have fun. Yeah. Okay, so I've got these ribbon ends that I actually got working on Natalie's Maka Albarn boots to cap the leather straps after they go through the buckle. And I'm just gonna see if I can cut them. That's not even too sharp. Nice. I have just realized a problem with my new plan, being they're both silver. And I specifically bought those caps in silver and gold so they would match the different charms. Ugh. So now I'm just wasting an end cap. Shoot. And yet I'm still going. Guess I just want to see if it would work, because if it does, I can go buy these same ones in gold. Come on, you cut through one side so nicely. Toolbox! Any of the rest of y'all in here wire cutters? Found them! Boy. Okay, I have a shorter little ribbon cap here. Let's see. You can also buy them this short. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I may just need to go to the store. Well, no, I hate it. Next plan. Okay. New plan is going to be interesting. Let me see. Okay. Get out all the silver pieces. I'm just gonna put that away. Did nothing for me. Whoop! I have gold jump rings? I think I'm gonna have to go to the store anyway. Okay. box. Heavy duty snaps. Got a bunch of buttons. Jewelry. Okay. See if I can't weave this back in. It's like rope joining, I think is the proper term here. Nope. Truly stumped. Try those end caps one more time. I can go get other ones from the store. Try these one more time before I completely give up and go back to the store and just work on other things today. So close to working. Now the whole thing is unraveling because I didn't glue it. This bag deserves better. Okay. I will be going to the store after stream today. And I'll be getting some different ribbon ends here. I'm just gonna have to cut this off again. Be getting some different ribbon ends. I'll be getting some larger jump rings to hold all of the charms. This was an exercise in futility. I'm very sad that these didn't fit. I measured. Makes me quite upset. Yeah. All right. Pulling this back around. I love this otter too. This was actually a gift from my grandparents when I graduated college. Not like they got me a tape otter, but like we went to go see a play and we were shopping downtown before the play happened, and there's this little knick-knack shop I love, and we went in there and I was like, oh my gosh, look at this otter who holds tape, and they were like, wrap it up. I love him so much. All right, charms go back in. Putting all of this stuff away, the things that did not work. But I don't have any gold. Well, not okay. I will set this little guy back in his working station. Meantime, I get to print stuff on the Cricut now. So, we'll be coming over here. This is my Cricut. Phone is freaking out a little bit. There we go. This way, and I need to grab my computer. Yes, my Cricut is so cool. I love getting to use it for stuff. I'm going to be printing some labels right now. So I need to pull up the program. This was a Christmas gift. That's how I get a lot of my like nice supplies. I literally would not be able to do what I do without my family just being helpful and generous, and I can't express that enough. I think the only thing that I bought for myself is my my embroidery machine, and that's because a friend of mine got a new embroidery machine and wanted to offload hers for pretty cheap, and I still used like money that I had gotten from my from Christmas presents and birthday presents to buy the machine. All right, so I'm going to open up the Kigu note. Hold on. Why won't it let me? There we go. I'm having trouble. I didn't want to have to do all the editing that I did last time again. So this is just my little, I'm just gonna unplug the phone. This is my note that I made last time that I print for Kigu's, which works great. The problem is I want to just edit the writing. So I don't have to redo all of the formatting for the bag, and then I'll just save it under a different file name. So let me grab picture. Look up all my photos. So many photos. So much of them are just JoJo. All right. This bag process. Here's a note that I've written before. Okay. No random capitalizations. Yes, all JoJo. I actually have multiple folders for photos of her, one with like all of the photos of her I've taken, and then one where I like pick just one photo from every day I've taken a picture of her, and I want to create like a video with all the pictures and when she's when we've had her for a year on her adoption date. Oh my gosh. This is, okay, there we go. All right. Yes. I have to double space everything because the marker is thick enough that at this size it kind of runs together. And I know that I could fix that in like messing with all the font spies and the letter space and everything, but I don't want to deal with it. And this works. Sometime I will fix it, but there are 2 words there. No. There we go. No capitals. Sorry about the very boring typing stream. Just trying to word this professionally and make sure it fits. capitalizing random words. I'm really bad at that. It's like if I would put emphasis on a word, I try to capitalize it in the sentence, but it doesn't need to be capitalized there. Eh. All right. Whoa! See, that's not good. What happened? Oh my gosh. Okay, font size, like 5. Jeez. Please. No, I meant that. Why? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you see the clump? That's that's not good. Oh, it's not what you want. What's happening? I meant 5. Why is it doing this? Oh my god. I did not have this problem last time. This is insane. Ungroup? Oh, I don't know what that... Nope, that wasn't right. There is. This is... Something's gone wrong. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna put a new text box in here. Yeah. Okay, great. I don't know why it did that. I did not care for that. Okay, let's try 10. Style writing. No! It did it again! What is happening? I don't want basic cut. I don't... Oh god. Oh god. I don't know why it's doing that. I really don't. It shouldn't do that. As soon as I move it to writing, that shouldn't be... What the fuck is happening? Okay, alright, okay. No thank you. Text. Style. Writing. You should know this right from the start. Okay. Okay. I'm super heckin' confused. Fucking 10, I don't know. Oh. Well, that seems to be doing something. I don't think that's how it should be fixed, but I'm just gonna fudge around with it until it works. Sure. Great. I'm gonna start taking out all of those secondary spaces now. I don't know why it squished itself, but it did. I just hope it prints itself correctly. Tedium. Whoop. It looks like I've missed double spacing in some places anyway, so now is the time to fix it. Okay. Sure. Okay. 9. Let me measure, make sure that that all still fits. One. No, no it does not. It's the most boring view possible. mess with that formatting a bunch. That should be within acceptable printing range. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have messed with it. Okay. Okay. Let me get my machine hooked up. Plugged in. Turn here to watch the printing process. If it will let me. The tripod just really wants to fall over. It says, no, that's too hot heavy. All right. This way. Like that. Make it. Wow, that's a big project. It's not a big project. Drop the pin in. My computer is trying to say that this project is too big to process. It's like 2 paragraphs of text. You're a pen. Deal with it. Is it possible to maybe put this through my inkjet printer? Maybe, but I haven't figured that out yet. So, crooked it is. Okay. On that. See if it works. So I have to then set up, so this is how it should look on the mat, ideally. Okay. The computer is still thinking about it. Well, in the meantime, so the back of these tags I printed our logo on, and then I just have to print out the note, which is what I'm trying to do now. Oh, come on. If it will just cooperate. I don't know why it's doing that. It made me do it again. And it's not letting me click print. And I don't know why. This technology is still pretty new to me. Yes, true. Why use printer when we have the Fun Toy? Also, the cardstock is pretty stiff, so I'm not sure if my printer would be able to handle it. Okay. My internet connection is fine. What has just, I do have projects. Oh no. This appears just to be the day that things go wrong because I'm streaming, so of course it is. Project unavailable? I'm looking at it. Look at this. This project unavailable. Oh, now it goes away. Make it. Work with me. I don't know why, but I think this went better using the Cricut app on my phone. And I only have one phone. It can't do everything. Yeah. I'm trying begging. Probably slap it around a little later. Anything to get it to work. I don't know why it says that part, the sorting project and the mask my color. Yeah, okay. On a mat. Done. Thanks for sitting through this with me. Okay. Material size, yeah, sure, whatever. It's not, but okay. Move this stuff down here. Seems about right. Why? Just let me go to the print step, please. It makes me move this every time. The joy is on. Its little light is on. Well, I'll say 2 anyway, because I might as well print the second one if I can get it to work so that I have it for the other bag. Woo! Sorry, I kicked one of JoJo's boxes there. That was the loud noise. Oh, I I see why it did that. No, I only want one. I only want one. That's not what I meant. I'll just have to go through this all again. Make sure it's connected to the joy. That might help. Maybe this was just me being an idiot the whole time. Connected to the Cricut Joy. Okay. Why is it only cancel or print? Why is it not? All right, fine. Project cannot be saved. It better be saved. All right. Yeah, connection was lost. Yeah, I know. I heckin' know. I did it myself. You may hear Jojo meowing in the background. She'll be fine. She just wants attention, and she hears me talking, so she thinks someone's here and that she can get attention from more people. Eventually, she just takes her nap again. She already had breakfast and an extra snack today. She's not starving. She has her water and food in there. She's just needy. I love her. No, it doesn't seem to make a difference. I know. She's being so neglected, clearly. It is on a mat. Again. Okay, I feel good about this. How do I? Yeah, 100% sure. It's bigger now. Woohoo. I did this on my computer last time. Just messing with settings now until it lets me print, and I don't know what's up. Yeah, don't mirror it. Undo. Undo. Yeah, no, connect it. Undo. Okay. Well, I'm gonna turn Bluetooth off. Like, turn it off and on again is about as good as I got. Alright, I'm gonna have to look up some troubleshooting stuff and, of course, go to the store for other things. So, sorry about cutting the stream short. Let's go look at JoJo. Here we come, baby. Yes, hello. Hi. Yeah? You purring? You want to come up? Come here. And flip. Here she is. Yeah? You happy? You a happy girl? Big purrs. All right, thanks for stopping in. I'll see y'all next week. Bye!